Hey to all my coffee muse. If this is your first time, hey girl, you're just in time. The conversation is just starting, so go ahead and grab your coffee. I already have mine. I'm drinking a banana cinnamon bun latte, and girl, she's hitting. Okay, so let's get started. Today I want to talk about not living in your own shadow. Like, get out of the shadows, come out into the opening. Have you ever had like a friend group or a new relationship or a new job where you're trying to fit in or be likable or be relatable? Girl, we're done with that. Like, we're no longer, and I say we because I'm talking to myself too, we're no longer doing that. It's boring, and let's not dumb ourselves down to make anyone else feel big or feel on the same level, because sometimes you're just not, and that's okay. Okay, tell me if you can relate. Because when it comes to relationships, we kind of mold ourselves to be likable or loved or interesting. So I remember with my husband, at the time he was just my boyfriend, and not even really a boyfriend, but once you start calling me, we go together. We were talking, and at that time I was transitioning from wearing weave, which I did all the time, to cutting my hair. I had just cut my hair. And I remember he did not, and still to this day does not like weave. And I was just like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But like I said, I had just cut my hair, so I wasn't wanting to wear weave. I wanted to rock my normal short hair. So over the time, I just started growing my hair back, and it just worked. But at that time, I literally thought, I really like him. I don't think I would wear weave, and it started growing on me. But that is a form of someone molding me to be what they like and what they want. In a way, it can give you a better outlook, but also it can change who you really are and what it is that you like. And now this brings me into another example of shrinking yourself and you're not noticing that you're doing so. At one point I was new at a job and I had a higher position, and I didn't want to seem like I was mean. I didn't want to come off like I'm coming to this company and I'm telling them what to do. So I kind of wanted to be nice, and that's not who I am. I'm very to myself. I'm very reserved. I'm very observant, and I didn't do that. I was more of like, hey, if you need anything, come to me. But girl, I don't like that. I don't want you to come to me. I want you to do your job, and then I can do mine. So that example is when I actually did not notice that I was literally shrinking myself and trying to fit in and trying to be liked at this new company. I think when you stop living in your own shadow is when you are yearning for something more, something bigger than what you're used to doing. You know that saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? That saying is so true, because sometimes you have to really be disgusted with yourself or so irritated with the fact that you're in the same position, the same relationship, the same motion. And when I say motion, sometimes we go through the motions and unaware of any direction or anything that we're really intentionally trying to do, because you're just going with the flow of it. It's just so mundane now. Oh, and don't get me started on validation. Like, sometimes we wait on like an invitation or the right time or the new year, or once I lose this weight, or once I do this, and once I change this. Like, no, start it right now. Because when you start it right now, you're setting the example for you and other people to see, okay, she's not playing about herself. Okay, this is how she's coming. Oh, okay, this is who she is. Because if you allow them to think that you're this, they're going to play you like you this. They're going to talk to you like you this. And we don't want that. Okay, so do you mingle and mix friends? Because you could have this friend and then you have another friend and then combine them two. Or you are being invited to like a birthday party or birthday dinner and you're meeting your friends' other friends. Like, that is another time where you can actually shrink yourself or play small or try to be liked. I remember one time, I'm not gonna say the friend, but I was very observant with the other friends, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, how are we friends? Like, the other friends are so different from me, and I just couldn't understand the dynamic of how Yeah. So I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna pretend. I'm here for you and to support you, but I can't pretend that I fit in with this group because I don't. And that's okay. I always wondered when they said stop looking for validation or stop looking for permission to be you. Like, I've watched several videos talking about permission, and it didn't dawn on me until I really sat back and thought, like, people really do wait on permission. Like, and when I'm saying permission, like, not, hey, can I please be me? It's just more of, when is the right time for me to show them that this is me? Because you can randomly talk about it, you can randomly step into who you are, and they'll think you acting different. They'll think you being somebody new, and that's you the whole entire time. You just was playing it small. And so then you realize, like, me and these girls don't mesh well, or me and this guy are not compatible. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's a friend group, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a job, whatever may have you. Like, don't shrink. I don't care if it's the lady in the line. Like, girl, I don't want to talk about kibbles and bits if I don't have a pay. You know what I mean? I talk about the permission because no one's coming to hand you your life and say, hey, this is a new life for you. Gotcha. Here you go. Have it designed. All you gotta do is just step in it. No. Did I say that was the first point? Because yes, not playing small was the first point. The second point is getting clear on what it is that you do want, so that way you can show up and be who you are. Being authentic is all we have. Like, seriously. Like, do you want to be performing all the time for someone? Because if you do, then you're going to be questioning to yourself at the end of the day, like, who am I? Like, do I really believe in these things? Do I really feel this way? And once the relationship, whether it's a friendship, romantic relationship, whatever it is, or partnership at your job, once it continues, it will not really grow, because that's not who you are. That's not what you want. This brings me to a point when my husband was once in the military, and we were always surrounded by other couples, and it was so easy to compare yourself because of rank, because of longevity of how long you've been married, and sometimes that can weigh in on your relationship and who you are. But if you are authentic in who you are, like, none of that stuff would really matter, because you're concrete in what it is that you want, who it is that you want, what it is that you're doing. Okay, now this is point 3. Creating structure that supports you. So if you've watched any of my other videos, then you prior before this one, then you would know that I'm all about routine. I'm all about structure. I'm all about romanticizing my life. Like, I can't create a life that looks like someone else's. I can only create one that works well for me because of all of the things that I do and the hats that I wear and the people who I am around every day. So protecting your peace, your energy, like, that is for you to do. No one else is going to do that for you. Do you know what I mean? Because if you think about it, if you're sitting around thinking that somebody else is going to baby you or ask you questions of how you feel all day, you can go get you someone to talk to. But other than that, you need to make it happen for you. Like, you only have one life to live, so we know. And live it. Figure it out of what it is that you want to do, what it is that you like, and what it is that you don't like. And even if you're currently in a relationship and you can weigh out the cons and the pros of what you like and don't like, speak on it and let them know. And that way they'll see if they're fit to be in that relationship with you, whether that's a friendship or a romantic relationship. So please just know, I'm talking about universal. I'm even talking about your job. If you feel like, listen, I've put in so much at this job and I no longer feel fed or getting fed, whether it's financially, within your industry growing, then I think you need to just figure it out and you know what to do. I'm so sorry. Put your 2 weeks notice in, find you another job before you put the 2 weeks notice in, and like, do what's best for you, and that's going to make you feel whole, because at the end of the day, it's going to be nighttime. But also at the end of the day, it's all about what you feel. When you look in that mirror, when you're washing your face, pampering yourself, or whatever it is that you do you really love how you feel and all the things that you have done today? Like, I know I think about those things like, okay, girl, you did that today. When I go back and look at my planner or my agenda and I'm like, okay, I did this, I did that, yes, checked off. I feel so proud of me. It's not because somebody is like checking in on me to make sure I do it. It's because that's what I want to do. That's the things that I am in charge of. And if I'm being honest, discipline gave me my confidence. Like when I was very structured, again, going back to my agenda, my journal, my planner, when I stuck to everything that I said I was going to do, I felt confident, and I'm like, this is my life. This is what I need to be done, and I'm not waiting on someone to do it for me or to do it with me. I'm doing it. Simple. Okay, now point 4 is stop downsizing your desires. Now don't judge me on this one, but I remember I had gotten a replica of a Chanel bag, and I only got it because I just wanted to feel it and wear it just to see if I wanted to invest my money in it. And I knew I was going to work hard to get that bag if I liked the bag. So I wore that replica like it was the real thing. I felt like it was the real thing, and I could have played dumb and kept it going with the fake replica, but I didn't. I said I want the real thing, and that's my desire. And if you feel like it's unnecessary money, then that's on you. But I worked hard to get this, and I deserve it, and I got it. Okay, before I wrap up point 4, here's another thing about your desires. You can be in a long-term marriage relationship, and you guys are growing older and wanting different things. And I remember one point I was scared to tell my husband what it is that I wanted within our relationship because we've been together for so long. But I knew if I don't speak on it, then he would never do it. And then it didn't matter if he didn't do it. I still spoke on what I felt like I wanted out of the relationship. And yes, it could be scary. You could probably think, oh, okay, my partner want to leave now because I'm too much, or my partner feel like we no longer are compatible. But that is the risk that you take, and if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. But the relationship is only what you make it. You have to work within it. So if you're not getting what you need, then you're going to be selling for less. And sometimes someone else could not be getting what they need, and they go and get it elsewhere. So you have to speak up. It doesn't matter what it is. You need to speak up with your partner or your friendships or your partnerships. Again, it's universal. So whatever it is that you want, speak up and say, hey, I no longer like this. I think I kind of want to start doing this. I think I kind of want to get introduced to this, and see how that goes, because you never know. You just might get exactly what you need to be who you really are. Okay, girl, let me close this out because I can go on and on. But just remember that this is a journey. It's your journey, and you don't want to pretend in your journey. You don't want to perform every day and not be who you really are. You don't want to accept things and settle for things that you really don't want. You want what you want, and you need to speak up for the things that you want, or you're never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Girl, no ma'am. We're never not living that life. Like, we're getting everything that we want. It might not be tomorrow, but we're gonna get it. Okay, girl, so if you've been enjoying our little chat so far, go ahead and like and subscribe and share with a friend. But until then, we'll chit chat again, just with a different coffee and the same vibe.